Hello, I'm out in the garden to video the lilies that have started opening up. I think this is the 4th day that they've been open. It started off with just 2. There's little ones at the bottom as well. There's many buds. Still some green buds, so they still have to turn pink. I think there's about maybe 3 weeks of colour still left in them, and they've done really well because I haven't really been greatly particular with the garden this year. The wee nasturtium, I keep cutting that back and it keeps trying to grow everywhere. That's the tree, which is now away up the top and touching the wires. But if you look in the back there, there's a little pink flower. It's up against the fence and I didn't plant it. There's 2 of them growing. I think they're 2 wee begonias. I dug them out and I left them sitting, and when the spring came I just sat them over there at the side of the fence and they've rooted themselves and given me a little flower, so that's really good. This is the big lilac tree. I'm going to walk backwards here. It's about maybe 8 feet tall now because the fence is 6 feet tall and it's high above the fence. Lots of lovely big purple flowers, and that's filling almost 2 panels of fence this year, so that's doubled in size. There was some bees on it earlier, so I'll just have a wee look and see if there's any flying about. There's a little one there. He's in collecting the honey. He's quite tiny, that little bee. You get many different bees on it. You get honey bees and bumblebees. They're all quite beautiful. There was a couple of butterflies yesterday as well, but there should be more in the few coming weeks because it's only just started to flower. That's the little one there. Oh, there's a wee flutterby. Talk about them and they appear. Hello, little flutterby. Where did you go? I have no idea where it went. I lost it. So this is the little buddleia, which is growing quite well. Oh, it must have just been hiding. And the wee firebush. That's a Hayley in there. She's not had a haircut yet. I've cut 2. It's 2 down and there's 2 to go. They're all sitting over there at the back step. So the firebush has got a lot of new growth on it, so that should start to turn pink quite soon. There's only a little bit of pink on it just now, but it's a lot of bright green leaves, so that's much new growth. But what I really wanted to show you was this. Now this is the princess tree, and as you can see it's taken up the width of 2 slabs, which is 4 feet, and then if you go up it's actually quite tall. It's about 4.5 feet tall, and as I said the other day, the leaves on it are huge. But I have a little dilemma. I don't know if I really want that to grow there because it's taken up at least, at the moment it's taken up 6 feet of my slabs, and that's only 1 year's growth. So I'm not sure if I really want it there, so I could either move the slabs and just have a very short path leading up to the deck, or we dig this out in the winter. But we have a problem in my garden. It is got wires of above head absolutely everywhere. Many wires. This tree here, it's touching the top wire at the moment. I'll have to cut that down this winter. And also, I've dug a hole just here. It's not too deep a hole, but it needs to be a little bit deeper, so I'll get one of the boys to help me. And I want to put the little azalea. That's this little one over here with the bright green tiny leaves. That's the first plant to flower in springtime for me, and it's really pretty little trumpet flowers, but they get wrecked very quickly by the rain. I'm just looking, there's another wee pink flower in there. That must be there was little begonias growing in here, but I'm not quite sure. They've been shaded out. Sorry, where was I? Yeah, the azalea. When the rain comes, which is springtime, so it rains a lot, the flowers tend to be very soggy after a day, and then they just don't look nice. So I want to put it underneath that tree. And the birch will only just have started budding leaves by the time the azalea flowers, but at least it will have a little bit of protection from the buddleia on one side and underneath the birch and the other, so it should be okay. I'll put it in there, and then hopefully it'll be lovely wee pink flowers to open the back door to. That's the bottom of there. That's Fudge lying there at the bottom of the bins. She's had a haircut. She's having a woof because somebody's barking. And Oreo is sitting in the back doorstep. He's had a haircut as well. So 2 down, and Hayley and Millie still to go. Millie really doesn't like getting her hair cut. She does not like it at all. But they're good. I don't need to tie them up or anything like that. They just don't enjoy it. That's the clematis I'm showing you. It's showering in flowers all the way up the fence. And it goes up here. And when you come round the other side of the tree, it comes out, there it's there, to meet you on this side. There's a few purple ones down there as well. So it's really, really nice. But I think it would be much, much more if we didn't have this big tree blocking the sunshine getting to many, many plants. So I'll have to move it. I had an idea of moving it. I'll show you where in just a second. This is the wee trough. We've got some African daisies still growing. And there is little calendulas all the way up here. But they don't have any flowers on them, those ones, because I was very lax in the garden this year. Very lax at the watering, very lax at the feeding, which I haven't fed my plants, not once this year. Feel quite guilty. And they're still giving me lovely flowers, which I'm delighted with, but I should have done better. So I'm trying to say, right, okay, see what goes where and what grows best where. So I was thinking, this is jasmine growing through the fence. I planted it many years ago, but it keeps coming back. Just about here in this square, or just down here on the bottom one, to saw out a large hole, square hole, and line it with the bits of the decking to make it into, looks like a planter type thing, and then just plant that tree in there. There is one wire above head, but I don't think it will touch it. I think it'll be far enough away from it, and we can always get the ladders out with the big pruners and cut off any limbs that are growing too close. So it is all under here. If you look under here, all of this green, this is all new growth this year. The brown way down there, that's beginning to mature, coming up on this one, which means that this is going to be, this here, that's going to be the main trunk, which comes out up there. And I don't want that, because that's going to be right in the middle of my garden. And I want the sunshine back on this area here, because many flowers will do well there, but not if I keep covering them up with big gigantic plants. That's the strawberries that are growing out of the grass, still growing really well. And the wee lilac bush, which has grown quite a bit. It's got a lot of new growth on it this year. Got some more mature leaves. They don't look quite as small. The lavender didn't flower very much, but hey ho. And I think that's about it. See, wee nasturtium's trying to come up the steps to meet me. I'll just sit back here and try and show you how big that bush is in my garden. It's a tremendous size, so it has to be moved. it cannot live there. So that's my thoughts. Let me know if you agree or if you think something different. And I'll check out the comments if you leave one. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this volume on this is much better because I'm using the wee headphones, so it should be much better. Try to drown out the rest of the noise. And again, thank you very, very much for watching, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye.